Great shot right there. Good morning, everyone. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you begin your day.
A 23-year-old man admits to killing a young mother in Lincoln County last year. Jackson Phillips has pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the death of 20-year-old Randy Gerlach. In exchange for that plea, murder charges against Phillips have been dismissed.
According to a factual basis statement, Phillips applied pressure to Gerlach's neck twice in his parents' basement. He hid the body in the basement. A family member found her about a week later. Sentencing is set for June 30th. An 11-year-old child is in critical condition after being shot by a 10-year-old boy. It happened Saturday at a home on the west side of Sioux Falls. Police cannot comment on the case because it involves juveniles.
Court documents say the boy had taken his mother's gun because, quote, no one would be home and he was worried one of his mother's friends would find it. The boy's mother is in the Minnehaha County Jail on an unrelated case. Following the shooting, she is also charged with 2 counts of child abuse and weapons charges because of 2 prior felony convictions involving meth. Meanwhile, Augustana University is reminding its students to be safe and don't walk alone.
Thursday morning at about 2 a.m., 4 college women reported that a man had broken into their house a couple of blocks off campus.
The person had apparently tore a screen off and entered the house, and they think that this male subject had kind of stood in their bedrooms while they were sleeping.
The suspect fled when the women woke up. Amid calls for increased railroad security across the country, Sioux Falls has joined the ranks of cities with train derailments.
A Burlington northern Santa Fe engine derailed upright on a rail line near Rice Street and Great Bear Ski Valley about 10:30 Monday morning. Right now, we don't know the cause of the derailment. One person was taken to the hospital after a crash in Custer State Park on Monday. The Custer Volunteer Fire Department posted these pictures of the scene to Facebook. Crews arriving on scene found a pickup had landed in a creek after going off the road. A tow truck could be seen pulling the pickup out of the creek. Firefighters helped with traffic control and highway cleanup. Now let's get a check of our forecast with meteorologist Scott Munt. Going to be a pretty nice day until the rain moves in, Scott.
Yeah, we'll watch our rain chances during the day today, probably western, eventually central South Dakota. Tonight in eastern KELOLAND, especially northeastern South Dakota. Temperatures today will hit the 60s and 70s for highs. 75 today in Phillips, 71 in Chamberlain and Winter, 73 in Pierce, 71 in Rapid City, 50s and 60s across eastern KELOLAND. Brian will have details of your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. It's been a process for over 2 years, but new social studies standards have now been approved for South Dakota K-12 classrooms. Monday, the last of 4 public hearings regarding the new standards is held in Pierre, concluding with a vote by the South Dakota Board of Education Standards.
They were approved in a 5-2 vote. Board members gave their opinions before their vote. Here's one person in favor and another against the standards.
But I do believe that the standards are a step in the right direction, and I feel that I was a gifted teacher for a while. I feel like we need to set our standards high.
This has become way too divisive. This isn't what South Dakotans are about. We work together. When there's a crisis in South Dakota, we help each other.
The new social studies standards are set to be implemented over 2 years and be part of the classroom in fall of 2025. For more on what other board members had to say before the vote, you can visit this story on KELOLAND.com. 2 lawmakers and a banking official say Governor Kristi Noem's latest executive order about banks and guns is not needed. The legislature rejected a similar bill last year.
The lawmakers say a bill that would have banned or restricted the state from a contract with a bank seen as discriminating to the gun industry was not needed because the free market is the solution. Noem's order calls for a similar ban, but only for state agencies under her control. Digital reporter Ray Yost has more from the lawmakers and a bank official, and KELOLAND.com original story on our website now. Avera Health System is looking for a new leader following the news that President and CEO Bob Sutton is stepping down. In a news release, the health system says Sutton was recently diagnosed with a serious medical condition that requires intensive treatment.
His last day will be September 30th. Sutton has been with Avera for 10 years, 5 as CEO. A national search will start in the coming months for the next leader. As the snow continues to melt and temperatures are getting warm, greenhouses across the state are getting ready to open their doors.
Even though the weather looks warm the next couple days, some businesses say you should keep an eye out for the weather just in case.
First day where it hit 70 degrees, we had people coming in. Unfortunately, we were not ready because of our trucks that got delayed and such. But we are, like I said, products arriving daily, and we'll be hitting it strong with our open house.
Crews in Rapid City are planting thousands of seedlings in the city's greenhouse next month. Those flowers will then be transferred to city parks and facilities. That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right. Well, you know, as we navigate the forecast, we always know we're still prone to touches of winter, and you're about to see a little bit of that in our forecast. Let's start, though, with day one, and that's actually a pretty mild afternoon today. 60s and even some 70s near Rapid City. I think Sioux Falls will be in the mid-60s this afternoon as that prevalent southeasterly wind will be noticeable. That wind will be plenty gusty this evening. It'll prop up temperatures this evening in the upper 50s and low 60s. Then watch radar. See if these showers and thunderstorms sprout up in the west. They'll be kind of scattered there. And then a few of these clusters will try to roll northeastward. So if you catch a rain with that, you could get that downpour to a quarter inch of rain. There'll be gaps in between, as usual on a system like this nature. And then tomorrow, I think a large part of Kettleland will dry out in the morning. There might be some exceptions in the far northwest, and then the leftovers in southwest Minnesota in the morning. And then we'll try to see if radar will light up again tomorrow evening. East of Interstate 29 is our focal point there, as showers and thunderstorms are noted on Futurecast. And then eventually we'll probably pick up some lighter wraparound moisture by Friday. That'll actually be in the form of some snow showers. So rain forecast here. Sioux Falls, some rain. I'm still thinking the heavier amounts, over a half inch. A lot of that will be focused in Iowa and Minnesota. You go west of Sioux Falls, it's definitely more scattered, number one. Number two, just the total rain there, not as much. 1000s to 2500s will catch a lot of that in central Kettleland. So those are some things to watch here as we keep an eye on this developing system. As noted before, too, don't forget on the backside of all of this, there's some cold air lurking there in Canada. And guess what? Those snow showers are coming back for Friday with a blustery northwest wind. There's even enough snow in northern Minnesota. They may consider that to be a plowable snow toward Brainerd and Duluth and International Falls. And, well, there's a little bit of our touch of snow on Friday. That wind will not feel warm. So it is the time of year. We're going to see those ups and downs still. 66 today, Sioux Falls. 72, Rapid City. Here's that 7-day forecast. And keep in mind, Friday is a work in progress. We may even cut that high even more as we analyze the latest surge of cooler, colder air. Saturday, only 43, and there's still some leftover wind. Maybe a few flurries, too. Aberdeen, 43 Saturday. Not a warm weekend at all there. And lows will solidly be in the low to mid-20s. And for Pierre in central South Dakota, it's also a pretty cold start to the weekend. There's a little recovery by day 6 and day 7. We'll see if we can get some 50s and 60s to roll back. And Rapid City also will start noting at least a little improvement by the end of the forecast. But definitely some chilly weather ahead. Find out more coverage online at kettleland.com.